you say make combat easier. Combat was actually, for me, wasn't hard. Combat was easy because it was thrilling. I looked forward to it, right? So I didn't need a God component. I didn't need courage, okay? And there's a difference, right? And so...
But you said there's a key difference between being afraid to die and being prepared to die. How would you speak to that?
Yeah. So the fear of death is what keeps us alive. It's what causes you to look left and right before you cross the street. But being prepared to die. A lot of people are not ready to die. And my question is, if you walk out of the house today, are you prepared to get run over by a car? Are you prepared to, get shot? Are you prepared to, whatever, right? Die today. And most people are not. And so in order to be prepared for death, you have to resolve your own death. And what does that mean? That means knowing that if something happens to you right now, there's not going to be any hesitation on your part, no regrets. You've taken care of your life insurance, for example. You kissed your wife goodbye. You said goodbye to your children this morning. You didn't leave the house angry at your wife. You want to walk away with a clear mind, right? And so a lot of guys can't do that, and they haven't done that. And I've seen guys where they've hesitated in a life and death moment, like you have no choice, but this guy's going to kill you. What are you going to do? And they tend to balk or hesitate or negotiate. Wait, and boom, they're dead, right? It's like it doesn't work. The most dangerous man you can go up against is the guy who's resolved his own death. He's not afraid to die. Mm-hmm. He's already, for example, I'm not afraid to die. I'm prepared to die. I'm not going to hesitate. And so I always tell people when I do die, I'm going to die with a smile on my face because I've done everything I wanted to do many times over. And I've made sure that everything's in order in my personal life so that my family's taken care of. I have no reason to hesitate to respond, and that's what I mean by that. So resolve your own death. That means, and to include, what do you think is going to happen to you when you do die? Are you a religious person? Do you believe in God? Are you going to go to heaven? Are you going to go to hell? Are you going to turn in a fertilizer? What's going to be, are you prepared for that? Have you made peace, with yourself and with your God or whatever it is that, your belief system is grounded in. So honestly, I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in religion. Anything that man has his hands on, including scripture, and he's writing it, I don't believe it, right? It's full of shit. Men are liars across the board. No doubt. And, they're manipulators. And so, anyways, I believe in a higher power. Do I believe in a guy with a beard stand up in the heavens somewhere in the green pastures? No. But I do believe we live on. And I kind of tend to believe that. I know that when I die, I'll continue to exist. My spirit. What is my spirit's energy? It's frequency. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. It'll live on, and I take solace in that because it's taken me a long time to arrive at that conclusion. But I've done the studying. I've done a lot of introspection. I've done a lot of analysis. I've listened. I've read. I've looked, and what I've concluded is we don't actually die. We do live on, but not in our present form. And the heaven is really in your mind. In fact, I would quote Billy Carson. He said that we are our own gods. God's in our head, and we have influence over our own universe, right? And so I kind of believe that. Mm-hmm. And so I guess we'll all know whether I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, we all find out one day.
One day we're going to find out, right? And so I've seen a lot of death because of religion. Half the world's problems are centered on religion.
No doubt,
and belief systems. And I don't know, man. You look at what's going on right now in Israel. It's like, okay, what are we fighting over? We're fighting over what? Religion, or is it land, or is it something else? I think it's something else. But oftentimes religion is used as the reason, the medium, for war.
Do you think that makes combat easier?
Actually, so when I look at the guys that I was with, we say make combat easier. Combat was actually, for me, wasn't hard. Combat was easy because it was thrilling. I looked forward to it, right? So I didn't need a God component. I didn't need courage, okay? And there's a difference, right? And so, there's guys that are fearless. And the problem with fearless guys is too stupid to realize they're in trouble. They do it anyways, okay? That's a bad guy. That's an idiot, right? We were fearless when we were teenagers. We're the ones that did dumb shit like, jump off the roof of your house into a snowbank, Evil Knievel stuff on the bikes. Okay, that's fearlessness, but it's not necessarily smart. Then there's the courageous guy, right? The courageous guy, in spite of his fears, faces his fears and acts anyways. Now, that still doesn't mean he's acting properly or acting right. He's making the right choices. He's just doing something. He's just not standing on the X, right? But he's not reckless either. And then you have what I call the confident guy. I kind of categorize myself because I'm that guy that's comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? And I've been in a lot of uncomfortable places I'm very comfortable at. So combat actually doesn't scare me. And probably most of the guys I've been with, because we're the same cut of cloth, they were never afraid. They never needed some type of encouragement or empowerment to go do this job. If you want to even call it a job, it's like, we look forward to this. And so, I mean, look, I was a professional boxer, kickboxer, do you think I got in a ring fighting out of fear? Hell no. I went in there, not out of bloodlust, but out of confidence, Everything else was accepted. I'm going to get punched in the face a lot. It's going to hurt. I accepted that. I didn't worry about that. It's like, that's a given. What I focused on was the outcome, me winning. That was my focal point, not trying to not get hurt, and not, suffer, that comes with it, When I've lost a lot of friends, in combat, and, we never sit around and go, oh man, that's a horrible way to die, and we're like, you know what? He went out the way he wants to go out, man. He went out swinging. Yeah, I got fucked up pretty good, but you know what? It's the way he would have wanted it, We all would have wanted it, And the biggest fear a lot of guys have like me is just dying of old age, and fucking laying in your goddamn bed one night and just fucking go out. It's like, what? That's not how we want to go, right? I want to go out freaking doing something good, on my feet. So it brings up some interesting points, Some guys they need that courage, and they need to find courage, right? And to motivate them, keep fighting. Those are guys that are fighting because it's the courageous thing to do, right? Guys that tend to join the military, they want to do something good for their country. They want to feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about the idea of maybe getting killed, so they need the courage to get them there. Nothing wrong with that. If I had to pick between the fearless guy and the courageous guy, I'd pick the courageous guy. The fearless guy he's just a wreck. He's going to get us all killed anyways. At least the courageous guy, he's got some common sense. But I was always surrounded by guys with confidence. They didn't need courage, and they weren't fearless. They were smart, calculated risk takers, right? And they were doing this job because they actually liked it, right? Not because, I have to do it for God and country, it's the right. No, we did it because, we did it for all those reasons too. We also did it because we actually liked it. I don't go in the ring I'm fighting out of fear. I go in because I like it. I don't mind the pain. It's just part of it, So it's a different mindset.